Hey, what's up guys? This is Crazy1976 for LegitGamersLive.com, bringing you a little game review of the game I found, Drakensang Online. Some of you have probably already played it. Seems like a bit of a Diablo 3 knockoff, but I thought I'd give it a try. So here we are at the character select screen, just checking it out, and of course going through the characters to read in a little bit. And since it's the free-to-play version, I only get 3 choices, and well, that's the way it is. And I'm kind of just going through, checking out the stuff, and of course reading a little bit, checking out the options. Here's the little hairs. You get to choose your hair, and of course the beard comes with it sometimes, sometimes not. Just kind of go through it. And it's, you know, typical for a MMORPG, you know, kind of customizing your character. So I'm just kind of plucking away here. Anyway, give you an update on some of the things going on in LG while we're watching this is of course the big live stream with the Main Event Network for charity. So head over to Main Event Network, just type it in any search engine, go check it out, and of course donate. Now here we are in game. There was no opening sequence, you know, movie sequence, which I was kind of disappointed in. And as you can see, it's definitely a top-down type situation. So you know, the rumors of it being a Diablo 3 knockoff seem to be, you know, right on with it so far. And of course, in my experience of it, it very much is a Diablo 3 knockoff. And it's not surprising with the, you know, the success of Diablo, and in particular the recent release of Diablo 3, that we were going to see more and more of these knockoffs, you know, hit the internet. And of course, this one being free to play, it's kind of hard to complain about the price, you know. Anyway, I chose the Archer, and here we are kind of going around, and I'm just kind of just killing these little guys. I'm only a level 1. Like I said, we're just starting out here, giving it a shot. And, you know, I'm not really all impressed with this one. I just kind of go around and point, click, and kill. Point, click, and kill. That seems to be the wash, rinse, repeat of it. And I wish there was more to it than that, but there's not, unfortunately. And you know, it's as the way things go, it's just the way it is. We have no control over that. But as far as the gameplay itself, it's very reminiscent of Diablo, and of course the entire Diablo series. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of these pop up over time, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Of course, you know, with Diablo 3 being released, I'm actually more surprised that we didn't get something like this sooner. So I'm sure that the developers of this were working hard on this to try to combat what, of course, Blizzard's doing with Diablo. I kind of forwarded up here a little bit here, took you to the town to kind of show you what's going on. And there's all kinds of people walking around in here. And they're just chilling and showing you off a little bit of some of the interactions. It's very simple, very clean interface. Pretty simple. There are no voiceovers, so your characters really don't talk much. The NPCs don't really talk much. It's all text-based, which I found kind of disappointing. In this genre of gaming, you expect more voice acting, so a little bit of a disappointment there. But once again, it is a free-to-play version of a game, so of course they're probably thinking more of the production value as something that most people are going to play it on the free side and not actually pay for some of the add-ons. I don't even know if voice acting would be an add-on in this. Probably not. And then I figured I would show you guys a little bit more action. I kind of warped forward right here and kind of got into a little fight, and I got a buddy with me there. We were just kind of taking out some guys, and you know, for anybody who's ever played Diablo or any of the Diablo games, especially in particular with Diablo 3 just released, it's very familiar gameplay. For me, it played pretty much exactly the same. You just kind of point and click your way around, kill the bad guys, wash, rinse, repeat. You know, it doesn't seem like it has that quite addictive nature that Diablo has, because it doesn't seem like they drop a lot of items. A lot of healing stuff. And like I said, I'm early on in the game, so I could be wrong. It could have a whole lot more later. Who knows? You know, I'll have to revisit it and come back to it maybe, and see what's strewing on in the later levels. See if the bad guys drop more stuff. But it's pretty much, you know, it's just a Diablo 3 knockoff, and it's free to play. Go to bigspot.com. You can't miss it, or just try, you know, the title's going to be right there. You can't miss it. Type that in. Go give it a shot if you want to give it a try. It doesn't really require a super powerful PC, you know. Just and you know, if you have a decent laptop, you can probably play it. So it's not too hard. Anyway, I'm coming out of a dungeon here. I didn't want to give up too much what was going on inside the dungeon, so I didn't put any dungeon footage. I just kind of came out and went back to action here. I didn't want to spoil any of what's going on in the story with anybody, so that way when you get into it, you'll be just as surprised at, at what's going on if you've seen this video. So we're back outside, just kind of strolling around way back to town. And of course, if you noticed, the bad guys have gotten quite a bit more difficult to take on and fight. And that's because, well, I've progressed a little bit. I believe this is level 3 here. So of course, just like the other, just like Diablo, the baddies level up as you do. So here I'm kind of exploring some of the new add-ons, and I think it's pretty. Yeah, I left the window open so you guys could read it a little bit and see what it's all about. It's pretty, pretty self-explanatory. And here's some more bad guys. I kind of want to show off some of the bigger bad guys in this, and give you guys a prospect of how they come at you. These guys are kind of slow, kind of lumbering, but they are bigger, badder, a lot stronger, and and they pretty much just mob you, just like in Halo 3. I mean, this really is a free-to-play Halo knockoff. That's my take on it, and it's kind of disappointing that they would be basically taking the same game concept from somebody else. But at the same time, it's nice to know that it's free to play. So if you haven't had a chance to go out and pick up Halo 3, or your computer can't, Halo 3. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Diablo 3, and if you haven't had, or if your computer can't handle Diablo 3, you're probably going to be able to handle this just fine. Or if you're just looking for a break from Diablo 3 and you want to do something different, but you like that playing style, this is a nice alternative. I mean, it is in its essence Diablo 3, in my opinion. It's just made by somebody else, and it plays exactly the same. Seems a little more simplified, so anybody can get into it without having to be familiar with particular genre, which is kind of nice. And it seems like people come and help you all the time, and there's a lot more people in the lobby. Seems like in this one, where everybody's kind of in the same server per se, where people can kind of hop in and out of Diablo 3 and whatnot. So I'm not sure if the enemies actually increase their levels like they do in Diablo 3. It doesn't seem like they do if you have more people in the room with you. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of show off a little bit more of the hoarding that these bad guys do, and anybody's ever played Diablo knows. And here I am, I'm just kind of running away at this point, letting the baddies build up. I think I actually died to show you what happens when you spawn, and I just kind of let these guys mob me. And as you can see, it's very reminiscent of what Diablo 3 or any of the Diablos do. They just kind of get all around you and just kick the crap out of you. And just let you have it. And I let myself die. I healed a couple times, like, oh, let's let myself die, show these guys what the spawn looks like, because I had every intention of making a video out of this, so I'm just kind of showing off. And then you get some spawn options, and of course you get like a temporary boost in levels if you do the right kind of spawn. That's kind of new, kind of pointless in my opinion. But, it is what it is. And now we're getting down to the end of the footage here. I'm going to head on back to town here. And, of course, you go back to town, and guess what? There's lots more people standing around doing nothing. But that's typical for a free-to-play MMORPG. So I hope you enjoyed the show. And go to legitgamerslive.com and check us out. And be ready for the live stream.